Druparsho Idam Gururana Mandala Kandiyatayami
Sangye
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sonam Ki Jorla Finchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sonam Ki Drola Pinchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jamshu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sonam Ki Drola Pinchir Sangye Druparsho.
Just gorgeous. Is it Hawaii?
I guess.
We're guessing. So.
Try walking around there.
Could be
We
Norway.
used to go to.
Oh, sorry.
We used to go to those fields for the missions.
Yeah,
I'm sure, yeah.
I heard those stories about
Boy.
Hawaii.
Florida, man.
Yeah, the most.
Everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like, is that one poisonous? I don't know.
No, we knew. I never guessed wrong.
Yay! Little Buddha.
Itty bitty and pretty.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
Man. That's new cake.
Come on.
Hey, pick up some teeth.
That's a puppet.
Oh, look, she's trying to read logic. What's the kachi? Okay, that's the whole.
That's nice. Yeah, good. She
Pick up
gets,
some teeth next time.
Alright.
That's the only drooling phase.
So those are just some of the things.
That's the drooling face?
Yeah.
yeah,
She
Ezra
got
still
teeth?
hasn't.
No, some coming in?
Two coming in to the bottom.
At the bottom, yeah.
Holy still. I don't know what the hell. Godson.
Wow, beautiful.
It's amazing.
Did you pick her text yet?
She's just still working her way through the Om Sutra.
So you guys remember that definition for Rikchi?
Interesting question.
Definition. Remember,
No, it's not. Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
let's see how long it is.
Yeah. Let's see. It is. I don't know. I remember in the old way. Yeah,
The olden.
that existing thing which assumes members of its type.
The beta version of
Yeah, that's the
the
beta
definition.
version. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the course 13 version.
can you slide the microphone a little bit? It seems to be
Yeah.
We'll record words need.
Okay.
Oh, general in the sense of.
It encompasses its members. Yeah. Yeah, good job. Rangi Rik Chin Duma La Jesu Druweche. Oh.
What's members
So-
here? I'm sorry.
Duma.
Duma many. Cool. Jesu. Cool.
And the Cho would be that existing.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So there are four possibilities: being or not being, both a general as far as types, Rikchi, and a general as far as collections, Soji. So I figure we could try to do a Mushi Mushi. Mushy
We
mushroom.
were all passing them around.
Mushy mushroom. Mushy mushroom.
Just gave you the name for your next one.
Yeah, that's right.
Mushy mushrooms and cheesy jade rocks.
delicious.
Okay, so something that is Rikchi and also its Okchi would be.
Yeah, well, I figured if you could just give me that, then I'd give the classical example from the text.
Oh.
Yeah.
Easier.
Well, the first one I started with was probably the Yeah.
Yeah, and I put A and B in there, so who can give me the Mushi just between the A element and B element, without even looking at the words, just like, is A not B, is B not A,
Yeah.
both A and B, right? Yeah, so this is what Ben was starting to do.
Yeah, well, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
there you go.
problem.
Okay.
But I see that the hard one is the Richie and Sochi.
Yeah. In this school, it probably
Okay.
is.
So the first one, you get the possibility there's a general as far as making time, so you get a Rik Chi, but it's not Sochi. The classical example was Da.
Okay.
Second.
Richie, not Sochi. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Kaba, Kabuni.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That's great. Yeah. That's a great example. The pair of a pitcher and a pillar, or a coffee cup and a coffee table.
Possibility there's both.
A general as far as the anti-construction. I mean,
That's pretty much
we have to-
everything, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Table.
It kind of goes with my next question too.
Table.
So,
Souk.
Uh-huh. Soup. Yeah. Are its divisions its parts?
each individual element is its own gene. Okay. Okay. Dopa. This is the opposite of everything, which is not a pa.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
I was kind of struggling for stuff to quiz you guys on, so.
That's a good one.
That's a great strategy.
Uh,
When you don't know what to debate in the monster, you just go to Mushi.
hmm. True or false? Rik Chi, Dang Chi, Ni, Dan Chi, Mayan.
Yeah, I agree. True.
By the
And
way,
was this the correct way to negate it?
it's not. The
Okay.
syntax is not correct.
Okay.
Rikte chi dan pen chi.
But if I did want to negate it, what would be the?
Mayan. Rikchi chi dan den chi mayan.
That's what I
Dong,
Rik chi chi
dong instead
dan
of ni.
Oh,
den chi mayan. And then you would take out the ni, the number two.
Oh, right.
Two would be with the,
That's it. Rik chi chi dan den chi. Dung. Rik chi chi dung.
Oh.
Okay.
Rik Chi.
No dung in between the two chis.
Richie,
Oh, that's rough.
Rik chi chi then a dung after the second
Oh,
chi.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why the syntax of that is so difficult. And that's why
Opposite of
we
English.
that's why we don't say one essence or something.
Mhm.
To be one is to be one. Chi, chi, dan, dan, chi.
Anybody got a?
It's
Clue
not the
said true.
case that to be a Richie is to be a chi.
Mhm.
Oh, that's different.
False, right? True or false?
It's false. Yeah.
I thought it was that you were saying they were synonymous.
Yeah, well, that's actually, that's one of the sections from the text, is it does say that Rik Chi, Dang Chi, are Dan Chi. But, I was just trying to trip you guys off.
So notice the syntax, okay? When you say to be one is to be the other, you
Right.
say one, other, and to be. The syntax is strange, so everyone translates it wrong.
So in this way, it's hierarchical, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
In this case, is the dang, would it be translated as with?
Never.
So what is the tongue doing here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just a
if you go back to the
expression.
meaning, the original meaning, it's Richi is one thing with chi. Yeah.
So it would be
But you have to translate it as to be a Richi is to be a chi. Or you know, people struggle with it. They make weird translations. And no one can understand their translation. It's very simple. To be a Toyota is to be a car. That's all. Toyota car dan Vinci. It's the syntax. Okay, so we have a choice. We could. You don't want me to record it back in my head.
What's that one of our choices?
It's more clear. We could be lazy and go to the wrong look, or we could be responsible and finish up the nasty stuff.
Responsible, yeah.
We're so close.
I vote
Promised
responsible.
us
We're so close.
Let's be responsible,
We did some.
just because no one's awake anyway. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
by the time we wake up, we'll be at the wrong look, right? It's like when your mom takes you on a drive.
And the rest of the run book, I covered that in the homework.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well,
Everyone else can just treat this like a snooze button. Go back to sleep.
Okay.
15 while we.
Here we go. 1118.
tak humble my good not. Umpa church and good tape cheek down, mopot cheek town room, my impat town, umpe cheek down, hawat cheek town room, impat town, church tape cheek down, mopot cheek town room, my impet day and bay chair.
Okay. Tata Madrumna, if you don't accept the first reason, and don't bother to go look for it, because he's going to say it is true that blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
So, be lazy. Did I ever say that before? I don't think so. Okay. Bumpa che.
Take a coffee cup.
Take a coffee cup. Literally take a vase, right? Kid up. Why do we say coffee cup? I mean, in this room.
Because it's a common object.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an object which is in every room. So in ancient India, where there's no plumbing, there was a water pitcher in every room. It's really a water pitcher. It's not a flower vase. It's a water pitcher. Everybody translates it as vase, but it's not, because you don't drink that water. Okay.
It's neither the group to which
Yeah.
neither the group to which unchanging things belong, nor the group to which working things belong.
Great. So it only took us like the whole term to, for all of us to feel comfortable with that.
Well, the dong is nice.
And-
isn't it?
And it's also,
Either
but it is either.
the group to which coffee cups belong, or
Good.
the group to which coffee tables belong.
So it's a group.
What?
Is it?
No, I don't feel that
Yeah,
it could
well-
possibly be.
Because we were talking about a coffee cup. I think that was, there was the ambiguous way that we could translate bumpa, and we chose to take the singular instead of the collective. And if we do that, then it does meet the second requirement. So it does meet, like, it is a member of the group.
There's 4 elements here, right?
Yeah. Or the third element.
And the first 2 elements have a not, and the second 2 elements have a is. So, is it? Let's check A, B, C, D. Okay. A, is a coffee cup the group to which unchanging things belong? No. Is it the group to which working things belong? Is it the group to which coffee cups belong?
No, I don't think so.
It's not the
Is it a
group to
member
which
of the
coffee
group?
cups belong. No.
But that's how we're translating it.
It's not a member of the same group to which cups belong?
Member, yes.
It's not the
No,
group.
the group to which cups
Oh,
belong.
So
sorry.
a coffee
I
cup is
remember.
not
Yeah.
working things.
If we do this one the same, if we do C the way we did A and B, then we have to say the group to which coffee cups belong, right?
That would be being consistent with what we did above.
Do we have to be consistent throughout? I mean, 'cause
Yeah, he may not be. He may not
that's
be.
opposite, you know?
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
No, right, except for the doves.
Well, let's see where our guy goes. Is it the group to which? Is it the group of construction materials? No. Okay. But we say it is. It's one. Our position is it's one of these.
One of them?
Well, at least it's either not A, not B, or it is C, or it is D.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's or, then we're fine.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
And it just has to
But
be.
he's gonna answer the question. So let's just keep going. Don't worry about it. Because it fits the first. It fits A and B. Okay. Don't get confused.
Okay.
He's not saying it fits C and D. He's saying it doesn't fit A and B, and that's what we promised.
So even though there are two congruents and the first congruent only applies to the first two, we're going to take the second congruent and apply it to the first four, and that gets us right. If we say the second congruent applies to all, to whatever the first two is a set, and then number two and number three.
Yeah, exactly.
you see,
That's
then
okay.
all we
Yeah.
have to do is cover
Yeah,
number
that's okay.
one, and then we're
This
good.
congruent
That's pretty good.
fits A or B and C or D. It's not C or D.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it
That's
seems like
how.
it would be because you have the two.
Yeah, because it would fit the pattern,
Ah, that's dirty.
but he doesn't fit the pattern. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So is coffee cups the group to which unchanging things belongs? Yes or no?
No.
No.
No, it is not.
Is coffee cups the group to which working things belong?
No.
It is not.
No.
Which is fine.
Okay. Which is what? Yeah.
And that's the reason why
Right.
it's.
Yeah. Okay. Yay.
We're that clear.
We got one.
Yeah. 600 more to go.
It's like having a root canal. Okay. Go ahead. He's gonna do it on Thursday at 2:00. You understand what I'm saying? We have to talk about it, because I will be grumpy after that for a few days. Okay, Madubna.
Mazurna, Pomba Church and Pomba Church and
Yeah.
Tape Chirang Mopo Chi Khan Roma Yimpa Tembata, Tape Chima Yimpa Khan Shik Mopo Chima Yimbe.
If you don't agree, let's take coffee cups. It is so either not.
Well, it's neither the group to which working, it's not the group to which working things belong, or the group to which unchanging things belong.
Good. It is so not one of those two groups. Okay. It is so not one of those. It is so not one of those two groups. Because
Because first of all, it's the group. It's not the group to which unchanging things belong, and secondly, it's not the group to which working things.
yeah, it's true that it's not one of those two groups because it's neither of them. Okay, got it.
Okay,
She's like thinking about something else. I can see it. I don't know what it is, but let's say again. It doesn't belong to either one of those groups because it doesn't belong to both of those groups. Okay, got it? How's that? All right. And according to him, oh, that's easy. Every time they say that's easy, you're like, okay, what's hard? Yeah. Yeah, they're like, don't worry. It's like when an Indian taxi driver says, no problem. You're like, oh, what's going on?
See you here at 6
I
o'clock.
drove to the long place.
6 o'clock.
Oh, you wanted to go to the airport? Oh,
6 o'clock. So you'll be here at 6.
we wandered around the countryside. I see the plane taking off. Yeah.
This is our last kachi.
This is the last one. Yay!
Right.
Let's hope there's no for
Right.
$10.
Super pongo.
$10 here. $10 here. He answered before you understood the question. Let's hope there's no part 3. Part 3 is where he comes back and fights in it. We're hoping the author didn't have time to finish that.
Right. I answered quick because I was already thinking
All
the
right,
same thing.
go. Please read.
Kachi nare, tape chirang mopo chi khan roma yimpa ta, umpe chi dang kawa chi khan roma yimpa ta, seni ki chi dang senja chi khan rong de seni chi yin sperna.
Yeah, so we used to have A, B, C, D. Now we have
We have
A, B, C, D, E, and there.
Yeah,
Arguably
two elements of it,
A1,
too.
A2, B1,
Yeah.
B2. Right.
Okay, ready?
Kinda.
All right. The A, B, C, D is easy because it's the same, except the C and D got negativized.
Yeah, it's neither.
Just notice that C and D got negativized. So what's A?
It's neither the group to which unchanging things belong or the group to which working things belong.
Nice. And also neither the group to which
Coffee cups
belong, nor the group to which.
coffee tables belong.
Yeah, and now he added E and an F, because he figures you're strong enough mentally
Shows what he knows.
to do to do the 4. So let's do 6.
Good idea.
Let's try to explore the 6 combinations. Can you hold it in your mind? Can you hold it in your mind? Okay. And here's the new one. Go.
We're at, it's in so it is either the group to which definitions belong or the group to which things to be defined belong.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if it was referring to A 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, and C as being a member that definitions are a member of the group. That all of
Where is the
that is
nominative divide?
that all of these things, 1, 2, and 3, are all
Sets, pairs.
the group to which definitions belong.
I think you have to put the divide at conjunct. I think that's got to be conjunct is in the nominative, the last conjunct. I think it's all of that is.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Teitsunikichi.
I think that's true. But let's see. Yeah. What's Senikichi mean? The group to which
definitions belong.
that
to the
definition-
group to which
It's
definitions
a group to-
belong.
right, that is a group to which definitions belong.
Okay.
Maybe.
What's the group to
that-
which definitions belong?
Well, Cheja, I mean,
Yeah, you could say all existing things. And in theory, that would have 2 big members. What are they?
Changing and unchanging things.
One group, one member.
definitions and definitions.
Yeah, things to be defined. Okay. So you could have a group called all the things in the universe, and break it into definitions and the things that the definitions define.
And there's a
Okay.
reason we chose definitions here instead of a definition.
Yeah. I think you're going to get in trouble if you say a definition. Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
That would, yeah.
That would mess it up. Okay, so let's say it again. Let's say it again. We're looking for something which is, he's claiming that the group to which definitions belong is neither the group to which unchanging things belong, nor the group to which changing things belongs, nor, for the first time, the group to which coffee cups belong, nor the group to which coffee tables belong, but it is either the group to which definitions belong, or either and the group to which things which are defined belongs. And the example is something which fits that description A, B, C, D, E, F, is the group of things to which definitions belong. Okay, he's playing with you. He wants to expand your mind without drugs, with a logic text.
For a rare instant, I'm actually having it's harder to agree with him. It seems like the gauntlet that Senikichi would have to run to be
Yeah.
in is so vast that it seems like it's easy to fail along the way.
Well, it is Kachi.
Right.
Right.
Well, cool, but I know, but like usually Kachi kind of like has me for a second, so I feel like if I disagree with him too easily, maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So you're
When I-
just
Let's see where he
So
goes.
that's certainly right.
When you can't figure it out, just go on.
Talk me into
Okay.
it.
It looks really obvious that
Yeah, right.
Kachi's just wrong.
It docked me into it.
You ducked me into it.
I like it. Yeah,
You know
because it's
this
a reason.
pun ability.
Yeah.
Yes, she's trying to take a break from this class. Go ahead, go ahead.
He's very funny.
Please just read the goddamn thing. Mayambata.
Oh no.
This is crazy. Okay. Let's take that. Okay, let's do it again. What's A? Let's take that thing which is neither.
The group to which unchanging things
Nor.
working things or changing things belong.
And also is neither the
The group to which coffee cups belong, nor the group to which coffee tables belong.
but which is either
The group to which
definitions
and
belong.
things to be defined are.
Split the groups. Either, but
The
it,
group to which definitions belong, or the group
Good.
to which things to be defined belong.
okay, let's consider that. No, it's not the group to which definitions belong because definitions aren't a member of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All
Yeah.
three of them together.
the right. You said
Definitions are not a member of it.
tautologically inarguable.
You want to do a reality check?
I think we've done it.
Are you okay?
I think we covered it in
You
the
okay?
previous, yeah.
The wrong look smells so good.
No.
It's
no,
like
no,
breakfast.
No, we're so close. Come on.
We
got
just
this.
go?
Yeah,
You- okay.
This seems okay. I don't think it's if we agreed the last time we have.
Okay, now if you say, I disagree that definitions are a member of it, okay? Then,
It's in each church and.
no, my,
Oh, wait, hold
yeah,
We said they're not.
Not.
right?
It was
Not
not.
a member.
Yeah, you said
So-
that. Yeah, not a member.
Yeah.
Definition not. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you think they,
yeah, if you disagree that they are not.
right.
Macho
Right.
na seni church and kia takpe chirang ngapoi chi kan rong mayampa tang bumpe chirang kawa
Kawe,
kan
kawe.
kawe chi kan rong mayampa tang seni chi dang senja chi kan
Sunje.
senche chi kan rong gi chera mayamba ta kia te kan rong mayambe che
That's, I don't
Because it's
know.
none of those.
Yeah, okay. Those 6 hold as I stated them because they hold. Okay.
Actually,
The question is, did he repeat his Drupjicha, which is illegal?
oh, I see.
Did he repeat his assertion?
Not
He
strictly.
didn't state it. No, he didn't state it verbatim.
No, yeah, he didn't state it verbatim, and the Congress could be read differently. Okay. All right. Oh, that wrong look smells so good. It's like a waffle breakfast.
How many paragraphs?
We
do you
just
have
got like 3 left to go.
yeah, we're very close.
Oh,
right
that's not
there.
too bad. Let's get it done.
We're blasting through
Let's,
these.
we don't want
This like washing the dishes before you go to the translator class.
Totally.
How many people didn't wash the dishes before they went to the translator?
I do it at night before I go to bed.
Me too.
I left them all last night. I was so tired. Then I woke up. I was like, who left this? Okay, don't mind them now.
Machuna, seni church, we 11:24.
I think we might have skipped
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was so hungry.
I'm proud of us that we have the capacity to go to
Shucks.
Machuna, seni church and kia tape chirang ngopoi chi kanro mayam patang.
By the way, it is easier now, right? Can we say we are learning?
Totally.
I don't know if
It's easier.
or we're learning. Yeah. Because it was.
You're
it
learning.
seemed quite a bit
You're
less.
actually learning. Okay. Chikaru mayambadang.
Bumpe chirang kawa chi chi.
Kawe.
Kawe chi kanro mayam patang. Seni ki chirang senje chi kanro mayam patang.
Nice.
Kia tape chirang ngopoi chi kanro mayam patang. Bumpe chirang kawe chi kanro mayam patang. Mayam patang shi. Seni chi yang mayin. Senje chi yang mayam beche.
Cool.
Okay.
You just went
Okay.
one by
A,
one.
B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of no big.
Can
whoop.
I go on?
Yep.
Yeah.
I disagree to the first part of your reason, which is that it's neither the group that unchanging things belongs to nor the group that working things belongs to. Maybe.
Whatever part he decides is the first
Okay.
part. Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay.
Ta tambo machuna. Seni church and kia tape chirang ngopoi chi kanro mayam patang. Bumpe
The whole
chi
thing is-
tang kawe chi kanro mayam pate mayam bata. Kia tape chirang ngopoi chi kanro mayam patang. Bumpe chi tang kawe
It's neither of
chi
those.
kanro yimbe che.
Yeah, you just cancel the first two and don't cancel the second two.
But there's a yin. Oh, okay.
Because he said mayin to the first one and yin to the no.
He said yin to the tak.
Is it something which is neither the group to which unchanging things belong nor the group to which working things belong?
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not
And
all four of those because it ain't the first two and it ain't the second two.
And if it doesn't meet, yeah.
no, mayin.
Yeah.
Mayin. It is. It
It is
is.
something.
It's not.
It is A, B, C or D, I guess.
And then he says yin at the end.
Kyuta bichirin go bichikaru mayin, but that's okay. Bubichirin karu yin, you see?
Yeah.
Because he said mayin. Yes, it is true that it's not
Oh.
C and D. It is true that it's not C and D. Right here, mayin and mayin.
Why did? Okay, but didn't he?
Uh,
All right.
But the yin, doesn't the yin apply to it is the case that it is the group to which.
yeah, so let's do a reality check. This last part of the sentence.
Chi and Kali Chi.
Does definition belong to the same group that coffee cups belong to?
No.
He's saying it is the same group. He's saying it is this. It is
Yeah,
that
he
group
says
to
it
which-
is either one.
Oh, belong to the same group? Sure, it can.
Doesn't
Yeah.
belong to the
Sheja.
same
Yeah, okay?
No boy chi.
Yeah, a group to which coffee cups belong to, say existence, definition can also belong to that group, right?
Okay,
Okay.
it's not that it is that group, right?
No.
It's not Sunny Chi.
Right, it could be either one.
I would say
It could be equals the whole group or is a member of the group.
How could it be is a
The
member?
Toyotas are cars.
Yeah, how could it be is a member of the group? If he wouldn't he have to have said Senichi?
no.
No, he just said take definitions.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But isn't he saying definitions is the group?
Right.
No, he's not saying that. He's take definition.
Yeah.
Right.
You could say take the
Yeah.
take the active definition. How's that?
Okay. Well, or just
Well, why?
Okay,
take definition.
Okay.
take definition.
Takeichi. It is.
Kishla wants to go on. He's like,
Okay. It's not the group that Takpa belongs to.
wait.
Yeah, it's not the group to which.
Nor the.
Yeah,
group
it's
that-
not the group to which unchanging things belongs to. In other words, Yopa,
Right.
and it's not the group to which functional things
And.
belong to. And it is either the group to which coffee cups belong to or the group to which
Okay.
pillars belong to.
Okay.
Okay?
No, this is the first
You
one.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as one person says they understand, we just go on. That's the rule, right?
No, sorry.
If we wait till everybody understands, I mean, okay, half of the people are sleeping. Okay, go.
Machugna, Seni Church and Kyotape Chiran, Wopoy, Chi Kang Ro Mayambatan, Bobe Chiran Kawa Chi Kang Ro Yimbata,
Okay.
Kyotape Chiran, Wopoy, Chi Kang Ro Mayampe Te Imbech.
This is really tricky.
Yep.
Okay, now, let's take definitions or definition. It could be the active definition, could be definitions altogether. It is not the group to which unchanging things belongs, and it's not the group to which functional things belongs, but it is either the group to which coffee cups belong or the group to which pillars belong, okay? Because it's not A and B. It's not A, it's not B, it is C, it is D, because it's not A or B.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean,
It's pretty weird because he didn't talk about C and D.
right, but he's just saying it is that because it's not those. It is not.
Yeah,
this
right.
and that because
It's
it's not those.
it's either not A and B,
Uh-huh.
or it is C and D because
not
it's neither A and B.
Yeah, I mean he's done this similar things before.
I'll say it again. You say it again. It is not
It is not
A,
and B.
A or
A
B,
or B.
or
and
both, right?
Yeah, and it is B and C and D
And it is, or it is C or D.
because it's not
A or B.
or B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll say it again. It is either not A and B,
Mhm.
or it is C and D, because it's neither A or B. Okay.
Did you see the not A and B.
Either it's not A or B, or it is C and D, because it's not A or B.
And it's definitely one of
And
those
you
two,
don't
and
have to
since
talk
it's
about
not
C
that
and D,
one, then
because
who
it's
cares?
already one of the two.
Fine.
That's all he got it.
Yeah.
It is true that it's either not A and B, not A or not B.
Or not both.
Yeah,
Or is both.
or it is C and
Or
D.
is C and D.
Because this one's true, and he doesn't even talk about this one because he just had to prove one of the two.
Yeah,
And we'll probably deal with it next anyway.
even though it's none of those individually, it doesn't matter,
Yeah,
right?
because either it's not A and B, not A and not B, or
Yeah.
it is C and D
Now that
because it's
either-
not A or B.
Now the either or is kind of important between
Yeah.
the two sets.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Maduna.
Machuda.
Let's take definition.
Kyo tape chi rang mo po chi kan ro ma yampa te yampa ta. Kyo tape chi ma yampa kan shi. Mo po chi yang ma yimbe chi.
It is true that it's neither A or. It is true that it's neither A. It is true that it's neither A nor B because it's not A and it's not B. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Come on, that's easy.
Easy.
It's meaning. It's not meaning. Definition is not the group that unchanging things belong to, nor is it the group that functional things belong to.
Put that in your buttons. Put that in your.
Look, the holy destination. Okay,
I've seen the promised land.
here you go. Kangita niva maduna.
Kongi ta mi pa ma tru na. Seni che chen. Sen je ji ma yimba ta. Sen ja kyo je ra ma yimbe chi.
Well, we don't have to know what's the second reason above because we just what do you call it? Re-engineer it?
Yeah.
Reverse engineer it. Okay. Teni chochin. Let's take definition.
It is so true that they are not the group to which things to be defined belong to. Because
Good.
things to be defined are not a member of it.
Good. Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Things that you give a definition aren't a member of the group of definitions.
Right.
Got it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Okay. Hey.
Did we do the definition of definitions yet? Did we do that early on?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Zeya chisum tsama, Daya chisum tsama.
Yes, that's-
The interesting thing was which one was Daya and which one was Zeya. Okay, here we go. We came from
Yeah, that's
Ichishoku.
right. Yeah, that's true. Wow.
So
Oh, just to review, there are three kinds of
Cheese.
Groups.
there are three kinds of chi. We good luck translating into English. The first one is Sok chi, Rik chi, and Den chi. Okay, and we're gonna have definitions of the three types of chis, generals. Three types of generals. Okay, collections of parts, hierarchical generals,
Archetypical.
and archetypes. Hierarchical and archetypal.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
General things is type.
Which aren't all hierarchies if you wanted to consider them.
I'm not going there.
Archetypes too, right?
Don't make me think. I'm just reading.
Is it taxonomy?
Again,
Change.
three kinds of cheese.
Any
One which is has
something that is
its parts. It's gonna be suk, by the way. It has to be suk. The first one has to be suk.
Okay.
It's part of the definition of sokchi.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so first one is a physical conglomerate of parts. The second one is a hierarchical grouping. No?
No, well, I was
Main
just
bata.
Yeah, so chi, then, but you also your seed
Oh.
fills them all into a single object. I mean, it would just be a collection of parts and not necessarily.
Not in
be a
this
single
score.
object.
Not in this
I
score.
think that's the
Not in
operative
this score.
problem.
But here we go. I just want to get the three cheese before we go on. First is a physical,
Sochi. The collection of parts.
a physical general, and then a hierarchical general, and then an archetypal general. Okay. And how you're gonna, maybe you have to use general. I don't know.
I'm gonna have some soaked cheese tonight, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe group is gonna work. I think group could almost work, except I'm not sure an archetype is a group. Okay, maybe there's no English word that we can use here. Maybe we just use chi. Okay, now he's gonna give.
I wish you hadn't trained me to make that. You make me angry.
He's gonna give definitions of the 3 types of cheese. Okay.
Great. We
Here
can
we
use
go.
it right about now.
And okay.
Tsokchi, Tseni Yete, Rangi Chashe, Duma, Dupe, Su Rakpate, Major.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's fascinating,
Yeah.
and it messes up all the attempts to translate chi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So read it. Sokchi.
There does exist a definition of a general thing as far as being a collection of parts.
Nice.
Because it's the following a gross physical object.
Nice. Perfect.
Uh,
Nice.
is a-
That's why your daughter's smiling. Okay.
which is composed of many parts.
Yeah, of its
Of its
multiple parts. Okay.
Yeah.
A gross physical object, which is made of its of its multiple parts, is the definition of the first kind of chi.
This is to rule out Chame Duchen.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he says rakpa gross, Ben is saying maybe he's saying I'm not talking about the parts of an atom, which gets sticky.
This fancy little
Left
shirt.
side and right side of an indivisible
Shiny
thing.
tie.
That gets sticky.
Yeah. I
Okay.
wonder, right, if it applies to the sense powers or well,
By the way, in each case, he's gonna give the definition, the tsenyi, and then the tsenshi. A typical example, a classical example. I like to translate senshi as classical example in this usage. There is a classical example of a sokchi.
Because that is a coffee cup.
Yeah, just a coffee
Classical.
cup. Yeah.
A violin.
Coffee.
Huh? Okay.
Mhm.
Now we're gonna go to Denchi, what happened? He was supposed to do Richie,
Well, maybe he's saving the worst for last.
maybe. So he's got 3 kinds of cheese. He defined the first one. Now he jumps to the third one. I don't know why.
Broccoli to the side of the plate.
Okay. Maybe because it's so messy. I don't think he's gonna spend much time on these 2. He's gonna spend most of the time on the second one. So I think he says, here's 1, here's 3, and then I'll go back to 2. Maybe. Let's see.
This is nice. This is beautiful.
Okay, let's go. Whoa.
Yeah, cool.
Anytime cha is in a definition, you're out of luck. It's nasty, nasty. What is it? Do you remember cha? The condition of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which takes it out of the realm of physical or mental.
Yeah.
And almost out of the realm of changing. It's the theoretical condition. So it gets nasty. Okay. It doesn't mean part, right? It means condition. Okay. So bimbe denchi tsenyete. What's that?
There's a definition for general things as
No.
far as being an object as it relates to a coffee cup.
Yeah, and you could say that. To make it easier, I'd say there is a definition of the archetype for a coffee cup. What's the archetype for a coffee cup? So archetype is, the image in your mind. Whether your mom taught you what's a coffee cup, and you always remember the one that, if you don't talk about past lives, you have a mental image of what's a coffee cup. And then every cup you meet in your life, you compare it to that cup that your mom taught you. And then you identify it as a cup. Which is why people fight over Neil Young.
Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's what has me hung up.
Bomzin topala.
There's it's the interpretation. So it's the label, the thing which you label it to be a coffee cup.
Yeah, let's go back very slow. Let's go backwards very slow. It is condition. What's drota?
Yeah, right.
It's the past tense of jondo.
Oh, imputed or
No, to
overestimated.
yeah.
I came up with a new translation for jondo. What is this? I don't know. Exaggerate the reality. Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying it out. I'm driving it out. I'm driving it.
So the thing
Test
which-
driving it.
The thing
Okay.
which appears to be a coffee cup.
Yeah, that thing, that condition of an exaggerated reality.
Yeah.
Okay, where even though it is not the same as the coffee cup, it appears as though it were the same as the coffee cup.
Yeah, that's really
Okay,
cool.
it's the definition of the archetype of the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the topa without the S, topa without an S.
Yes.
Okay, to the imagination, that holds to a coffee cup, it overestimates the reality of things. Okay, the archetype seems to be the real thing, but it's not. Okay, okay.
Right, like mistakenly appears.
It's the thing you think is the coffee cup, which is not, basically.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mental picture of the coffee cup in your mind, archetype, is the thing that you overestimate. You think it's the coffee cup, but it's not the coffee cup. Okay, got it?
And this moment in like the whole section, I feel like is the biggest like insight to like the worldview of ignorance in Sautrantica.
Yeah, exactly. This is deception. He's
Yeah.
talking about deception if we put it in Geltsev terms,
Right.
Nagarjuna terms.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And
this
Yeah.
is
it
coincide.
has something to
This is their version of deception.
do with the overestimation.
Yeah,
Thinking that the dunchi is the thing.
you think the mental picture is the cup. So in this school, that's deceptive reality. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to define the mental image of an object.
It's beautiful.
What's the mental image of an object? Oh, that's the thing that's not the cup, but you think's the cup. And that's the definition of a mental image.
That's really
He
good.
should say an image in the mind or something.
Right.
And he says, no, I'm going to define it as the thing you think is the coffee cup that's not the coffee cup.
And in course 13 also, like you don't see it defined nakedly. You don't see Dunchi defined nakedly. You only see it defined in reference to the object that you're having a Dunchi of.
Yeah, okay.
No one says here's the definition of Dunchi. It's just the Dunchi of coffee cup.
Yeah, so there you go. By the way, the word archetype in Buddhism comes everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So it's similar to Stanley Bundu's text. We keep going back to Stanley Bundu's text because it's a foundation for everything. But this text here, Dunchi, archetype, the definition of archetype
So we better file
is
this away
very,
somewhere.
yeah, we're going to be coming back to this. This is going to come in a lot of footnotes later.
And
Yeah.
Trying, sir. Is it an unchanging thing in this school?
It is.
Yeah. Right? Is it an unchanging thing in this?
Most
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But its manifestations are changing.
And real.
Yeah, and ultimate reality.
Its manifestations or manifestations of it?
I don't love
I'm not going there. Okay. It's that thing which you mistake for the real thing. I mean, it's simple definition. It's very strange. That's the thing you overrate as being the thing itself. Okay. I mean, it's a very interesting definition of an archetype.
wrong movie.
What's an archetype? Somebody, your mooncake grows up and says, Dad, what's an archetype? You say, what's the thing you thought was the cup that's not the cup?
Right.
Thanks, Dad.
Right. Wait till she tells that to her kindergarten.
Did it happen with Ezra? Go. This is a very amazing statement. Wrestle with it. That's wrestle with it. You ready? You ready to take a shot?
The same pattern is the same for essentially all things which lack a self, which have no nature of their own.
Which is how many things?
Everything.
Yeah. Instead of saying this definition is the same for everything, he said this definition is the same for anything that has emptiness, which means everything. But he's being cute.
Ring means pattern.
Ring da means follow the same pattern, meaning whether you're going to talk about fish or, nuclear weapons, or it doesn't matter. The definition's always going to be the same. The thing you thought was a fish, the mental picture of a fish that you mistook for fish, and you can use it with anything.
Tie this to the gotcha.
I think you could, yeah.
I mean, you almost want to say he's.
And maybe that's why he said Dak Metam, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Which is interesting because it comes after Drotak.
Right. Like he's almost saying anything that lacks being that thing that you thought it was when you're looking at
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a cute. So instead of saying it's the same pattern for everything in the universe, he says it's the same pattern for anything that's not itself. Okay, which means everything in the universe.
So this is from he's wearing his philosophical hat, and would he use that same statement if some Prasangika person came up and said, yeah, you're right, and they'd be like, no, not what you think is dogma, what I think is dogma.
Could these two statements work for a Prasangika? That's your question, I think.
No, would the Tantrika say it works for a Prasangika, or are they saying no, it only works for the way we think about it?
Would a member of the Sutra school say that this definition works for members of the Prasangika school? You mean like that? I doubt it.
They wouldn't say
I mean,
Time's up, guess what?
oh no, gosh, that's sad. It's such a beautiful moment.
Let me just see what comes next. Yeah, that's a good place to stop.
Boy, it's kind of gorgeous.
We're gonna go to the second chi, as we predicted. Because it's longer.
I mean, get this, but before we go, what just like hits me about this thing, right? Like, is that actually means that if something had a self, this wouldn't be true about it.
I think you could say that.
That's rad. That's
If something were self-existent, then the mental picture of it would be it.
Right.
That's cool.
In this school.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the opposite of the Prasangika view.
Which is why you tie it to the gotcha.
They're
Yeah, there, Gokja. Yay, we got through Adam's text.
Wow.
Your text got sexy.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
That was good. Wow, that's the first time
stopped
I'm reading
here.
your text feeling satisfied all term.
What's the date today? 24th? End of. Is it? Yeah.
We weren't in this room, but
End of term. Can I say end of term 9? Is that your last class?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
Yeah. This was class 6.
By the way, I mean, where are we going to end your? Oh, we just short of where I predicted we would end. But I'm just curious where the first book stops.
oh no. There it is. Run.
Here. We need 2 more terms to finish book 1. We have to, this is the first of those 2 terms.
Okay.
So he's going to finish his book at the end of January. His first book.
Next term.
Because we split his into 4 books because it's so long.
And basically, we're completing it at the end of the Sipapongwa of Chichera.
That I don't remember.
And how did you cut it up to be book 1?
It was artificial. Oh yeah, I'll show you. We're book folio 51B is where I want to stop it. Book 1 can stop here. Okay, and we go on to the definition of definition.
Right.
So I guess he still wants to say more about the definition of definition.
Yeah.
I feel like we
But
Oh, it's going to be the cliffhanger at the end of book 1.
And I'm still mad that a definitum can't have a definition.
If you take it as a group, but if you take it as a singular, then that's a problem.
Yeah, it upsets me.
Amen.
Definite definiendum can't.
Oh, here's the.
Sorry.
Definiendum as
Definition.
Well, apparently we're gonna get there.
Oh, we're gonna go through Gyalpong, the definition of contradiction.
Great. Yeah.
So we still have to go through that.
Right. And you
The
can
study of contradiction. The study of contradiction. When is it impossible for one thing to be another thing?
Yeah, to see something disturbing about your future, try to read that first line.
Yeah, don't go there.
Okay.
See, we're gonna define contradiction. And it doesn't even say wife in there, so I don't know. Let's not go there. By the way, when we finish his book, we gotta find money to print it. Then we have to market it, and before that, we have to edit it. It's a lot of work that we haven't done yet. So this team, we got to John Foley's. This group of talented individuals is going to have to become a team. We're going to have to edit the book together. We're going to have to, lay it out. We're going to have to design it. Then we're going to have to print it. And then we're going to have to market it. And I think that's going to involve many people giving talks about their books. Okay? And so the nature of this group is going to change by the end of the year. You're going to have to start being a teacher of your book and not just a translator, right? And you're going to have to be an entrepreneur. You're going to have to get into the publishing business. Okay? And I told you many times, but I'll tell you again, don't rely on a single sponsor. Because anything can change. So cover your touche. Cover your, get other sponsors going. We can't find a sponsor who's going to give that much, but we got to find about 10 small sponsors in case that faucet shuts off. So, and now you have something to sell. So I can't do that by myself. I can translate everything. I can teach you all the translation, but I can't, it's too much. I can pay for the publishing, probably, with my old royalties, which is what we're doing. We're already doing that. But we got to find more sponsors. Yeah. Which means we have to excite more sponsors about what we're doing. And that's where we need a team, And you certainly have enough events. It's 180 events a year that I do, or something. You have enough events to, if your customers are there. Your sponsors are somewhere in those audiences. If there's, what's it? Yali's trying to get, how many? She's shooting for 6,000 people at the Taiwan event in June. And if you're not there selling your books, you're crazy. Because those are 6,000 sympathetic people who like you already. And if you miss that event and you don't push your stuff there, then you will end up losing your yoga studio and blah, blah, blah. Because the money won't last forever. So you got to make... Now you used to be a translator, now you got to be a business person. Okay, and that's not a bad thing. You are selling enlightenment. That's a pretty good product. You're selling permanent happiness. So, don't be shy. Be a businessman. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Take a pee pee.